This video is brought to you by AztecaSoccer.com, your one-stop shop for all the latest and greatest soccer gear. Be sure to use coupon code SR4U at checkout to receive 10% off any order of $75 or more. Hey guys, Josh from SoccerReviewsForYou.com, bringing you my review plus on-feet video of the Adidas Nitrocharge 1.0 in the brand new Amazon Purple, White, and Lucky Blue colorway. Now inside the box they do include a string bag with the Nitrocharge 1.0s. The string bag is black in color with black strings. You have your Nitrocharge branding on the front in white and a little graphic that mimics what you're going to find on the actual energy sling. On the back you have your Adidas branding in white and an internal mesh pocket where you can fit a set of insoles or your keys or your phone or something like that. Nice little inclusion with the shoes. And other than that, all you're going to find inside the box, as you guys can see, are the shoes themselves. So we'll get these out of the box really quickly and take a closer look at this really good looking colorway of the Nitrocharge 1.0. Now in today's video, we're going to be taking a closer look at, of course, the colorway, as well as talking about all the tech specs and performance details regarding the Nitrocharge 1.0. So if you're interested in learning more about this particular shoe, please stick around. And also, if you're interested in a pair for yourself, check out the review page on my website. It's the first link down below in the description. On that page, you will find buy it now links with exclusive SR4U coupon codes, where you'll be able to pick these up below their normal retail price. So again, if you're interested in a pair, first link down below in the description. And with that being said, let's get right into the review. To start things off, let's take a quick look at the colorway. Now, I did notice that several large online retailers actually have samples posted of the Nitrocharge 1.0 in this new colorway, where the branding on the tongue as well as on the back of the shoe is white as opposed to orange like it is on the final product, the production variation that I have right here. So if you do order a pair, regardless of which picture is displayed, keep in mind that what you will receive is exactly what I'm showing you right here, with the orange branding on the tongue and rear portion of the shoe. Now, as far as the colors that we're seeing on this Nitrocharge 1.0, it's a couple of firsts from Adidas. You have Lucky Blue at the front and Amazon Purple at the back. The Amazon Purple takes up the entire protective mesh area of the shoe from the energy sling back. Some of the energy sling, as you guys can see, the laces, the tongue, the heel liner, the insole, and the entire sprint frame are this very unique shade of purple that they call Amazon Purple. It almost looks like a royal blue depending on how the light hits it. And just as an example, I have these Puma Evo Speeds 1.3, which are very purple, and you can see side by side, this is definitely more of a bluish purple as opposed to a true purple that we have right here with these Pumas. As far as that Lucky Blue color is concerned, it's like a lighter royal blue, I guess is the best way to describe it. Really, really nice color in my opinion. There is two slightly different shades between the hybrid touch area and the rubber energy sling, but that's not too big of a deal. And you're going to find more of that Lucky Blue color in the energy pulse at the base of the sole. Studs are translucent, as you guys can see. And then of course you do have your white Adidas stripes on both the lateral and medial side. And of course the orange branding that we talked about. All in all, I think this is a very, very nice looking shoe from Adidas. Big fan of the appearance of the Nitrocharge 1.0. And this colorway really looks good as well, where you have two similar colors, but a lighter color at the front, a darker color at the back. To me, just a really, really appealing shoe. Big fan of the colorway, but let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Why or why not? And with that being said, let's move on to the tech specs of the Nitrocharge so we can learn a little bit more about how it performs. As far as performance is concerned, the Nitrocharge 1.0 can really be summed up in two words in my opinion, and that is tough and responsive. The reason why I say responsive is due to the main feature of this shoe and my personal favorite feature, the energy sling, which runs across the forefoot, as you guys can see. It's essentially a rubber band that sits on top of the upper. It runs directly into the lacing system, where you actually do have 4 lace holes on the lateral side, 3 lace holes on the medial side. And essentially what this rubber band does is that when you put your foot inside the shoe, pull the laces tight, this rubber energy sling grabs your foot, holds it in place, completely secure, no movement whatsoever, and because it's a thicker rubber material, it has no stretch in this area of the foot. So when you are making those hard cuts, quick changes of direction, your foot stays right on the sole of the shoe, completely intact, no sliding, no movement whatsoever, which honestly does make for arguably the most responsive sensation of any soccer cleat that is currently on the market. So if you're looking for responsiveness, if you're looking for that one-to-one type of movement sensation, then the Nitrocharge 1.0 does that better than pretty much any other shoe on the market at the moment. As far as touch is concerned, this is where I'm not so crazy about the Nitrocharge 1.0, but I certainly wouldn't call it a bad shoe. Obviously, it is full synthetic. The front portion of the shoe right here at the toe that is lucky blue in color is made from a relatively thin layer of, or thin hybrid touch material. It does have some texturing to it. You can see you have this embossed little line pattern right here. It's very, very soft. It's comfortable at the front of your foot. And this area of the shoe actually does provide a pretty decent touch. You have the grip from the rubber energy sling, as well as a little bit of extra bulk that comes along with that. And then of course, the rest of the shoe is made from this kind of plasticky protective mesh material. It does have a padded backing, and you do actually have the Adidas stripes over top on both the lateral and medial side that are rubberized, so it's not like the feel on the ball is going to be overly slick, which it otherwise would be if those stripes weren't there. You also do have the added padding kind of in the actual protective mesh running along the side of the shoe as well as the back. It's not a lot of extra protection, but it definitely is more than what you'll find from most shoes. Protection is not necessarily something that is prioritized in a lot of modern soccer cleats, but you definitely get plenty of it here with the Nitrocharge 1.0. So if protection is something that you value, this is again going to be one of your better options. The overall touch that you get on this shoe, or with this shoe, is kind of all over the place. You get some thinness at the front from the hybrid touch, you get the grip from the energy sling in the middle of the foot, and then the rest of the shoe with the protective mesh material. It's protective. It doesn't make for the greatest sensation as far as making contact with the ball. It does come across as a little bit bulky in my opinion, and the feel just doesn't come through because of this material and how protective it actually is. But overall, still a very usable boot. It still feels like a high-end soccer shoe, and again, no major complaints, just not my personal favorite. But again, if protection and responsiveness is something that's really important to you, you're probably going to love how these things feel. Also, as far as the protective mesh is concerned, it's a very dense woven plasticky mesh material. So should you get cleated or something to the side of the foot, this material does a pretty good job of dispersing that impact and just lessening the blow altogether. Are you going to feel the impact? Absolutely. But is it going to be more protective than 99% of shoes out there? I would say so. You do have an off-centered lacing system, as you guys can see, a little memory foam insert right here at the top of the tongue. The heel lining material is a smooth synthetic leather with a decent amount of padding. The insole is fully removable. I'll give you guys a look at it right here. It does have the Champions League branding in orange on this particular colorway. Does have a synthetic suede lining on top, and then a single layer of foam. Very similar to the insole you're going to find on the Predator Instinct, but nothing too fancy, but it does get the job done. And as far as the sole plate is concerned, you have a sprint frame construction here with an external plastic heel counter that's a little bit beefier than what we've seen on F50s over the last couple of years. And as far as that sole plate is concerned, this one does still have the MyCoach compatibility. It is the only shoe left in Adidas's current lineup that does have the MyCoach slot. Does not include the chip, but you do have the slot. So if you have the chip, you can actually put it inside the shoe. And you do have the Energy Pulse system in the forefoot, which is a signature of the Nitrocharge 1.0. The idea is that this is a stiffened area of the sole plate. So when the shoe actually is flexed forward, it's going to have that spring back effects once you kind of release from the ground. Do you get that sensation when you're actually wearing the shoes? Not really. It doesn't return energy. It doesn't make you more responsive. It doesn't make you accelerate any more quickly. It's just a stiffer than average sole plate in the forefoot area. Takes some getting used to, sure, but it's definitely not a kind of make or break type of feature with this particular shoe if you are considering a pair of Nitrocharge 1.0s. And then of course you do get that triangular stud pattern, which a lot of people like. It performs well on natural grass playing surfaces, provides decent grip at push off, as well as pretty good maneuverability when planted. Again, not my personal favorite sole plate or stud pattern, but it definitely does get the job done. And overall with this shoe, there's not a lot to complain about. Adidas set a goal for themselves with the Nitrocharge line, and I think they achieved all of those goals with this particular product. The only problem is it only appeals to a fairly small audience. So again, if you want something that is extremely durable, very, very rugged, and extremely responsive, the Nitrocharge 1.0 is definitely the boot for you. Considering how solid these shoes feel both in hand as well as on feet, and the amount of protection that they provide, you'd expect them to weigh a little bit more than they actually do. So for the sake of letting you guys know exactly what the weight is, I'm going to weigh these for you today in real time. Keep in mind this is a brand new pair in a size 9 US. Going to throw it on the scale, and you can see that they weigh in at 8.25 or 8.3 ounces to keep things simple, which is very, very lightweight for a shoe that is this protective and this responsive. The Nitrocharge 1.0 has probably the best weight to protection ratio of anything else out there on the market right now. And if its long list of very unique attributes appeals to you, then you're probably going to be a big fan of the Nitrocharge 1.0. Alright, so here is a look at the Nitrocharge 1.0s on feet. On my left foot, I have the stock laces that come with the shoes that are that Amazon purple color. And on my right foot, I have a pair of white reflective SR4U laces that you can actually purchase for yourself at sr4ulaces.com. It's linked down below in the description. Go ahead and check it out if you're interested in a pair of premium replacement laces for your soccer cleats. As far as the Nitrocharge 1.0s themselves are concerned, they're very comfortable shoes from right out of the box. You are going to notice some extra stiffness in the sole plate, mainly in the forefoot area of the shoe. And as far as that energy sling is concerned, you will find some extra tightness in the forefoot as far as the upper goes. When you do pull the laces tight, it's fairly normal for this particular shoe, and it will take some getting used to for some people. You may find some minor issues with foot cramping after about 20 to 30 minutes of wearing these things. It's a problem that is very easily solved just by loosening the shoes a little bit. It's not something that is a negative aspect of the shoe. It's just how it fits, and like I said, it does take a little bit of getting used to. They will break in pretty nicely, but overall it is definitely a stiffer shoe. There's not a lot of super soft materials on the upper other than the hybrid touch at the front. So for the most part, the way that it fits and feels from right out of the box is the way that it'll stay for its entire lifespan. As far as the width of the shoe is concerned, it's got some decent width to it. Again, tightness in the forefoot is just how it fits. So if you do have a really wide forefoot, maybe this is not the shoe for you, but they should be suitable for most people. They do have some decent width to them. Again, just keep in mind that they aren't really going to stretch. As far as sizing is concerned, I'm wearing my usual size 9 US here, and the fit and the length is absolutely perfect. So if you are looking to order a pair of these for yourself, I would strongly recommend going true to size for the best possible fit. Alright guys, that's it for my review of the Adidas Nitrocharge 1.0 in the lucky blue, white, and Amazon purple colorway. Really good looking colorway in my opinion, and the Nitrocharge 1.0 is a very good shoe. It just appeals to only a certain type of person, a person who's looking for something that is perhaps very durable, very protective, but still lightweight, and with minimal bulk overall. Also a shoe that is extremely responsive. That is who the Nitrocharge 1.0 is made for, and if all of those features appeal to you, then yes, this is a shoe that I can very strongly recommend. If you guys are interested in more information on the overall performance, check out the full written review on my website. It'll be the very first link down below in the description of this video. You'll find the full written review on that page, as well as buy it now links with the best prices online, including exclusive SR4U coupon codes, where you'll be able to pick these up below their normal retail price. So again, first link down below in the description. Go ahead and check it out if you're interested in a pair for yourself. If you guys have any questions at all regarding this particular shoe, leave them down below in the comment section. Definitely will get an answer out to you. Also, all of your suggestions are appreciated down below in the comments as well. If you enjoyed today's video, found it helpful and informative, be sure to support it with a like. Subscribe if you haven't already for daily videos on all the latest and greatest soccer gear. You can find all my social media information down below in the description as well. And other than that guys, hope you enjoyed today's video, and as always, thanks for watching.